Would I go back to the SABC if the opportunity presented itself? I've been asked this for multiple times now. A lot of people have been asking me this question. I think the first thing, the SABC is a national broadcaster. Its responsibility is to serve South African citizens, educate, inform, entertain, and just be a fabric of society that builds our country as a form of broadcasting and communication. It's a very big media space, owns just a little under 20 radio stations, owns TV channels. We grew up on it, we grew up on the culture. And even right now, as much as there can be the internet, if you look at the biggest South African, most well-known, some people call them celebrities or personalities. The ones that were made, or let me say the ones whose careers rose through the SABC platforms are still the most well-known personalities in South Africa. Why? Because SABC is big, SABC is huge. I do not agree a lot of the times on how the organization has been run in the past. Individuals come and go, but that is a system, that's a structure, that's a broadcasting corporation that will always be there, that belongs to the South African government. And if an opportunity to represent my country, serve my country presents itself, as an athlete, I'll gladly take it on. As a soccer player, I'll gladly take it on. A tennis player, a musician, a singer, anybody that does anything to the highest level. When your country calls, you lay all the tools down, or you put whatever you're busy with on the floor, and then you rise to the occasion. Why? Because you want to serve your country. I've always been about service. I've always been about serving other people, serving my people, serving my community, empowering other people. And there you've got your answer. But commercially, as the entrepreneur that I am, the deal has to make sense. And I don't want this video to start some conversations now like, are you having talks with the SABC on the side, or what's going on? The reason why I'm doing this video is just to might as well answer this question, because it's been following me for many years now. People are always asking me this question. So I kind of wanted to also encourage other people who are in other fields that no matter how great you can be doing in whatever you're doing, say you're a doctor, you're running a private practice, but when an opportunity for you to serve your country at a public hospital comes, obviously the commercials have to make sense money-wise. But I guess as a patriotic South African who loves their country, you will rise to the occasion and go serve your country. Just like my brother Thibaut Touch, and I want to big him up because he's my fellow entrepreneur. We've all been hustling together. And shout out to my brother Robert Marawa. He's killing the game. He's doing extremely well. And before brother Robert took over the opportunity that he's on now at Arena, and all the different platforms that is syndicated his radio show. And before Touch took on the responsibility of doing the afternoon Metro FM drive, we were all together with DJ Fresh, had come on board for Fired FM. And, you know, a lot of people were looking forward to that project. It almost happened. We all worked on it with the guys. We got in touch and sat down with some people who have been in the industry for quite some time, who were interested to invest on the project. They had come on board to come and own half of the project. We're gonna own the other half, and we're also gonna go look for female broadcasters and presenters to offer them shares to come on board our platform that we're building. We're going to zero rate the platform. We had already spoken to the different telcos. Others were interested, but one of them was fully on board, and it was also coming in as a second investor also into the project to own a minority stake of the project. And it was just almost, we almost kicked off Fired FM for reasons that I cannot stipulate now and explain now. An opportunity for Robert Marawa to represent his country came. An opportunity for my brother Thibaut Touch to represent his country came. And for you, as a young person out there, the message from me as a Grotman to you is, no matter how well you may be doing privately, in your own space, in whatever field that you're in, but whenever an opportunity for you to represent your country as a patriotic lover of your country comes, or it presents itself on the table, I think it's something that you don't have to be too selfish, look down upon, or decline. But I kind of feel you must always put your country first. That's basically my sentiments. So the answer to your question is, I think for the right commercial deal, I'll definitely go back to the SABC and go serve my country. Even if it's not too much money, or it's even less than what I'm making on my own hustle, I wouldn't put money first. I'll put my country first. But yes, financially or commercially, it has to make sense, because ultimately I have to put food on the table for my family, and I am a businessman at the end of the day. There you've got your answer. And for me, actually, not even for me to go back to the SABC. For me, I want to congratulate my brother, Dr. Sizwe Mpofu Walsh, who's got a brand new show, who's now joined mainstream platforms, started building himself with a podcast online. Look at what it has done for him. And you can create careers out of social media and the internet, and eventually get on big mainstream platforms. A lot of people have been able to do that in the past. But for me, I would love to see voices like Penuel on mainstream television, mainstream radio, having their own political shows or political views, or voices like NOTA. Those are the types of voices I would love to see on mainstream. But then, you know, given the history of mainstream, we all know that whoever pays the bills runs the show, right? So a lot of the times, voices like that, they turn to be a bit restricted from saying a lot of things. And if I were to experience NOTA on a mainstream platform, I'd be the most happiest man. But it will be a watered down NOTA. It won't be the NOTA we know, like from the internet. Same applies to Penuel. But those are the types of people I would love for them to also have a taste of mainstream platforms. I think, I've played my part. I think I've been really blessed. I think I've had a great career. Even if I don't get an opportunity to get into mainstream platforms, I think I'm doing really well on the side. I'm building my things nicely. And I think I've had my own fair share of enjoying, mainstream platforms. I would love for younger generations now to enjoy those platforms. Not only Penuel and NOTA, but more voices that are alternative, that are killing it right now online, on social media. I would love to see you guys on platforms like SABC, so your talents can be amplified and you can be seen and heard by more people, and you can grow more audiences for yourself, build yourself as a brand, become even an entrepreneur, evolve into doing bigger and better things, just by the fact that you've got that mileage or that clout that comes with being on mainstream platforms. But it also comes with a lot of responsibility. It also comes with a lot of restrictions. Obviously, it comes with a lot of with great power. What comes? Data.